foggy morning here in northern Minnesota. Welcome to a long weekend at the tent. The fog burned off. It's only 44 degrees in here. First thing I had to do is get that stove going. It's chilly. Well everyone, first thing I did, I got some of my stuff unpacked at the tent, got the stove going, let it warm up a little bit, then went out to see if I could find any grouse. So far, got one. What I'm going to do this afternoon here now, I want to get the plywood put on these walls. Kind of get this done before deer hunting, which is in just a few weeks. But first I'm going to fry up some lunch here. I've got some beef stew meat, some chicken stir-fry meat, and a can of mushrooms. Bought a couple of new pillows. Good morning everybody. Day 2 up here. It's only 45 degrees outside. Looks like we got some rain coming. But threw a couple of logs in the fire there to keep the chill out of the air. Okay, so I added a couple more shelves there. And then I've had this freezer forever that sits outside under the side of the tent. So I brought that in here. I've always had this extra refrigerator back here. Very seldom do I need them unless I'm up here for like a month in the summertime, which I've done before with work. But anyway, at least now they're inside. I put a plug in for them, so if needed, they're there. Hey everybody, so I just went and drove the loop. There's like an 8-mile loop here that you drive looking for grouse. Kind of a crappy day, it's rainy out and stuff like that. I didn't think I'd see anything. So I didn't take my camera. Of course I got out the tent driveway, took a right, went down a couple hundred yards. There was 2 of them there. So I shot myself another grouse. So that's 1 today and 1 yesterday. Not bad. Added 1 more shelf up there. I think I'm going to put all my bottled water up there. Now I'm going to start to clean stuff out. Oh, I added just a couple of little shelves in here. Well, I got this pretty much done in here. I still got some cleaning to do, but out there next to the trailer, right there, I got to put together a deer stand. I'm not looking forward to it at all, but I've got to get it up today. Well, I got this far along in it, and they shorted me the handrail parts. They're not in the box. I called the company. Of course, the company imagined that a whole bunch of them are short because you couldn't get through. They have to call you back. So anyway, Sarah has basically the same stand. I'm going to run out right now. We're going to take a look at her stand. I'm hoping I can make something as for a handrail. Then that'll hold the shooting rail. Usually them shooting rails are too low anyway, so maybe I can raise it up. So anyway, let's run out to Sarah's stand and check it out. Okay, so hers is built a little bit different than mine, but I need to know between here and here how tall it is, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, since I'm out, I might as well make the loop one more time, see if there's anything out here. I didn't see any grouse when I was out there, but I think I figured out what I'm going to do with that deer stand, because I doubt that they'll be able to get me those parts before deer hunting opens. Okay, so I cut some 2x12s, and usually that metal piece that we saw on Sarah's stand is about roughly 12¼ inches tall, but always that gun rail is so low, it doesn't do a whole lot of good, so I moved this up to 18 inches. I mean, if you're going to do it, might as well screw around and see what happens. When I attached this here, I ran a lag bolt underneath, but it was a nice 5-inch one, so it gets up in there pretty good. Holds it pretty sturdy. Okay, well, I got it together here. Now tomorrow when I set it up tomorrow afternoon, we'll see just how good that works. So tonight I'm just slowly moving stuff out of, like, I had the little cabinet between the bunks. Well, now it's the bunks in the spot where I keep all the jarred food and stuff. I want that to be for towels and for cleaners and stuff, so I've been slowly moving stuff in here, making a list of stuff that I'm out of, just trying to make more room in the tent. I moved the barbecue up here on the porch. It's not misting anymore, but it's cold, it's windy. At least it's not snowing yet, but a little easier to barbecue up here. Good morning, everybody. I've just been in there listening to Outdoor Journal, Minnesota Outdoor Journal radio or something like that, and hearing about hunting and stuff. It's about, right now it's 31.3 degrees, so once that sun pops up, it'll probably drop down into the upper 20s for a little bit. But the wind right now is not here, which is nice. The cloud bank came over here and it looks like fog out there, but really it's light snow. Okay everyone, well this morning I'm going over on the lake that the tent's on here. There's very few private properties, everything else is national forest. And one of the people that has a little cabin on the lake is George, who has, I think he built that, I don't know what it was, in 1980, a long time ago. And anyway, I'm going to go over there and help him put in a different front door and put a screen door on. So I'm getting over there by 8 o'clock this morning, and hopefully I can be out of there by around noon.
Well, I'll leave it showing that one.
Yeah, looks good. Nice. Okay, so we got the door done and the storm door on. It took a little bit longer than expected, about an hour longer, but it takes a little more time when you're doing it into a log wall versus just a regular framed wall. So I'm gonna go back to the tent, I'm gonna get me some lunch, and which is just gonna be leftovers, and then it's time to load up that deer stand I put together yesterday, and we'll go get it set up. Okay, so I carried the stand out here, which was a pain. That's a big stand. Sometimes it doesn't want to fit between the two trees that you're walking between. So I wasn't really sure where I was gonna put it, because with all the pine trees it's hard to see stuff here, but this is a safe stand. That's the stand I've been sitting in. I've gotten $5 out of that stand right there. But this ladder, it's so unsafe to walk on. And then the stand itself, I mean, it looks big with the whole enclosure I have around it, but the stand itself is tiny with just a one little seat that hurts your butt when you sit on it. So I got the bigger one, kind of facing the same direction as this one, and but now this one's in the way because a lot of the deer that I shoot happen to be coming in right there, which is kind of in the line of sight between the stand, the new stand, and this stand. So I'm just going to cut some of this stuff down and hopefully get part of it down, and then I want to use that umbrella above that stand also. Well, I got that one down, and now I'm trying to salvage parts from this one as far as that old, I don't know, camouflage stuff and everything that was around it, and put it up on the other one. Okay everyone, well I got everything set up here. You can see right there is where the old stand was, and that would just be right in my way. I got that old cloth on here. I added a piece of pine log on top of here because I wanted this gun rail a little higher. And I got another piece of cloth over here. And I got the umbrella hooked up. And that one blends in pretty good too. Okay, well, it's about 5:15 right now. That stand is the one I always sit in on opening morning. I can usually stand that one for a few days, and if I don't see anything, then I move. And if you guys watched last year's deer hunting video, I shot the one, well, actually the last 2 years, I've shot quite a few out of the one I call in the clearing stand. So I'm gonna go check that one out right now, just to make sure everything's okay. I really haven't been out there at all this year. Okay, so this deer stand here is the shortest walk off the road. I always can get a deer here. If I were to sit here the whole season, I would for sure get a deer, but I like to go down to that far one we were just at because it's right by a swamp, and I don't know. This is the one last year where I had the does that you've seen come right up to the stand, and this is where I shot my fairly nice buck last year. Looks like it could use some new fabric. Holy crap. When I say not too far off the road, really isn't much of a road. Okay, well, we're back from doing deer stands. Now I have all that junk in the back from when I was doing the storage area on the tent edition, so I'm going to get that burned tonight because tomorrow I head home. Okay everybody, well for supper tonight I'm just going to do a couple of pork chops. I'm going to do them on the wood stove and the cast iron fry pan. I don't feel like starting up the charcoal grill or nothing like that. It's been a busy day. It's been a full day. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I'll pull those off in the same pan. I'm going to do some sliced potatoes. And I have some peas that are left over from the other night, and I don't know if there's enough or not, but anyway, going to make up some supper. May as well heat up a little shower water. Shower is done. You know your fried canned potatoes are perfect when they start to crackle. Well, I'm going to let this cool down a little bit. I'm going to go take a shower, and it is time for supper. Well, everybody, the stove is loaded up. 10:30. Time for bed. Good morning, everybody. It's a little windy this morning. It's cloudy. All I'm doing this morning is packing stuff up, getting everything cleaned up, and then it's time to head home. Okay, everyone. Well, she's all shut down until next time, and I'm heading home. Thanks a lot for watching.